morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It's Friday the 13th. It's actually, it's some people think that it's a bad luck day, but actually 13 is a sacred number, and Friday is Venus Day, and it's the day before St. Valentine's. So I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent here, but I wanted to say a warm welcome. Thank you. Welcome to my channel where we get together as a group every Friday to shift consciousness, to bring awareness to what's hiding in the dark. And by observing what's hidden, healing happens um, basically automatically. Your body knows what to do and it just gets to the work and it gets it done. But I wanted to shake things up today. Usually, what I do is I just walk everybody through a body talk session, but I'm feeling like there's shift in the air. It could be that spring's coming in over here in the north. It could be that the poles are shifting. It just feels like I needed to shake things up today. And so I'm going to talk through a topic, and you can get nice and cozy with your cup of whatever you want to drink. Bring a glass of wine, bring a cup of tea, wear what you want. Just make sure the distractions are off, and let's sit down together to work through this. And I've been thinking about the topic of help myself. Woo. And as soon as I say that, it hits me strong in the gut. Help myself. So, a lot of people, from what I understand, are looking for help, which is great, right? We want to find a way that supports you, whether it be if your body's aching, that you go and get a massage. If you need to go see a medical doctor, you go and see a medical doctor. You need a guru, you need some advice, you need someone to help shift your consciousness, to bring awareness to something that's unseen, a habit pattern, something lying underneath. You go see an energy practitioner, you find a business coach, whatever. The point is that it's you that actually needs to get up and call these people. Not some, these people are not going to magically show up at your door if you're feeling in pain. Only you have your experience of what your experience is. So you may reach out for help, and the person has a choice then. Not if they're a practitioner, right? If you're going to call your practitioner, of course, if their business is not full or they can't, they'll book you in. Even if it's 6 months down the road, you'll still receive an appointment. You'll still receive that care. And it's up to you whether you want to wait the 6 months or you go other venues and you find a practitioner or a doctor or whatever who can take you sooner. And there's always the hospital, right? Which you will get impeccable care. For the most part, you'll get really good care. You can go and sit your butt down in the hospital. And in Canada, the waits are kind of long. It may be 8 hours, it may be 12 hours, but that is such a small blip of time to wait compared to the 6 months if you need immediate care. And they will give you the care. You'll be triaged by a nurse, you'll be seen by a doctor, you'll get the blood tests you need. Wow, the same thing with an energy worker, whether it be a body talk practitioner like myself, or it could be a Reiki practitioner, EFT or osteo, whoever. But it's you that has to go and do the work. No one's going to do it for you. No one is going to do it for you. You are the only one who's going to do it for you, which brings me to the assumption that help is just going to show up at your door and that someone is going to come and save you. No one is going to save you. You don't need saving. There's no white knight in shining armor coming to knock down your door to save you from whatever misery that you're living. You need to get up and take an honest look at yourself and take responsibility for your life and the misery that is in your life and take responsibility from the space from which you live your life. If that's victim, if that's whiny sadness, if that's apathy, if that's resignation, if, oh, this is just the way my life is and there's no choice, well, then there's your problem. There is your forking problem. You think nothing can be done. You think that everyone has to come and save you, and you're not willing to take responsibility for the shifts that happened that need to take place for yourself. For example, if you're looking for someone's contact information and you put it out there as a posting, hey, do you have this person's contact information? And someone actually takes the time to respond and give you a piece of information, that is the help that you've received. Now, whether you look at that with gratefulness, even if it's not the correct information, that's up to you to decipher for yourself. If you find that the person who's given you the contact information is not the right information, there's still the time taken to on that other person's part to get you the information that you needed. And a little bit of gratitude goes a long way. So, my little spiel for today is a body talk session to shine the light on where you were apathetic, resigned, resentful, childish, ignorant, irresponsible, lazy, entitled, and arrogant within your life. And if this triggers you, I'm so glad. I'm so happy. That means there's a wound coming up to be tended to. But guess what? It's going to be up to you whether or not you slip into victimhood and start blaming the messenger, or you take a step back and actually, with some perspective, look at where your behavior has led to this road of misery. And the best way to go, as through my experience, is to be virtuous, is to be honest, to tell the truth. Now, I'm not talking about having to tell the truth about every single little piece of food that you ate or what your body is doing. Oh, I had a really big bowel movement and it was green. No one cares about your bowel movement. The truth that I'm speaking of is, yes, I lied. I was dishonest. I silenced myself. I manipulated that person to get what I wanted. That's honest. And when you're honest about your behavior and you can look at it with a perspective, everything shifts and it's empowering to take responsibility for yourself in your life. All right. So I'm running this through little beams of light wherever these contractions are held within your body. It could be within your brain. It could be in a joint. It could be in your gut. It could be in a system. It could be in an energy field. It could be in your chakras or your meridians or your fascia. I'm going to link this to the prefrontal cortex of your brain, and your brain will start to decipher with your gut and your heart brain linked as one to start to move this and shed light on it. So you may be triggered this weekend. These things may come to light. You may not like what you see, but there's light at the end of the tunnel if you actually sit with yourself honestly, not in a way that beats you up, but in a way that sheds light on what's ready to be shifted. Take responsibility for it. Reach out to a practitioner, reach out to your local doctor, whatever it is that you haven't been helping yourself with, go and help yourself. There is no one else who's going to do it for you. So I wish you a wonderful weekend, and I would love to hear your feedback. Let me know how this works for you. If you've noticed anything, if any emotions have come up, please be gentle with yourself this weekend. All right. See everyone next time.